Hi everyone, it's Anne again. I've been making these little notepads and I don't know if you're like me, but once I make something I like, I can't stop. And while these are all very fancy on the front, they're blank inside. And what I like about them is that you can have as many or as little pages in as you want. This one's only got 4, but you could put a lot more. And also they open flat. So if you want to do any journaling or anything, they open completely flat. And they're so easy. And you can use up a lot of scraps when you're making them too. I've got these 2 here. But I also made some out of scrap card that was, this one's was out my grungy box. These ones are just from ordinary scraps from paper pads. So these ones have got fancier pages. So whatever flavour you like, you can make to use up your scraps. Anyway, I like these more vintagey ones, these grungy ones, so we're going to make one of those. I'm just going to put 4 pages in, but as I say, you can make as many as you like. And we need to get 4 pieces of paper that are approximately the same size. So put that there. And I don't want to cut them with the scissors, I'd rather tear them, so I've got a little raggedy edge. So I want it to be about this wide. So put the ruler there, and it's all guesswork. And we'll tear off 4 pieces. And that's double, that's not going to tear very nicely. Let me just sort this out. I'll try and tear the other edge a little bit just to make it the same. If you're using thinner paper instead of card, it's a lot easier. This is an old manila file folder that I tossed in the tea dye. It tears much easier. This is a piece of graph paper, I believe. Yeah. Okay, I'm getting there. Now decide which edge you want to be this edge, and I think I want to keep those holes, and I probably want that to be my back piece, and that can be a page. And That can be the front cover. And I don't want it quite so long as that. Yeah, we can easily take off a couple of inches. Don't throw the scraps away, they're nice to use for something else. Alright, so I've got my 4 pieces approximately the same size. And I'm just going to go around the edge and do the little bit with the archival ink. Sometimes it's easier just to pick up the pad and use the whole pad on the edge. Now for the hinge, we're going to need a bit of thinner paper, and again I'd like it torn, so take that off there. And you probably need it to be about an 1.5 inches wide. And we're going to need 3 hinges. Okay. So you probably don't need to do the edges because they're going to get trimmed off. And then just fold them in half. Okay, now take the first piece and I'm going to use the better glue. I'm going to stick that on the edge. So it opens that way, so I need my grungy edge to show. And fold that flat, and then put some glue on this side too. Put the next piece down. And that gives us our hinge. And we take another one. That one down. Yeah, that's my last one, but as I say, you could put as many in as you like, so if you want more pages in yours, just keep going with more paper hinges. You can stack them all up. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Just going to trim that off. Okay, now we come to decorating. And it's good to use up lots of bits and bobs that you've got for the covers. I'm going to need something that goes over the spine. Now on this one I've used this check that was, it was an antique check. It was photocopied. I don't think it matters that it's not exactly the right size. You can just use it. That over there. Okay, and now I've got a picture of a man there. Let's see if I've got another one similar here. I haven't got an exact one, but I've got these ones that I printed out onto some brown paper. And they've got that kind of sepia look to them. And I use one of those. How big do we want it? There. Alright, what else have we got there? You can use anything. Use up all your bits and you can't overdo it. The more you put on it, the better it looks. So we'll just keep going for a while. Okay, now I used up on here some of the little pieces from a sticker sheet that I had. I've got some left over, so I'm going to put some more on this one. These are just little butterflies. Be a bit too long. And I have some little flowers. Which ones will I use? some of those down there, I think. And these ones down here. And have I got a butterfly? Let me look. This was a sticker sheet that I was using a lot of them from. Yes, there's a butterfly left. And a couple of stamps wouldn't go astray. No, that's not it. Keep losing my black stamp pad. What have I done with it? Can't find it. This one will do. This is a very dark brown. Put a number on there. And maybe a stamp, a circular stamp. Okay, and I've got a little spot here. Want something for that hole there. What have we got? There. All right. Sometimes it's hard to know when to stop. But as I say, the more you put on, the better it seems to look. That back in there before I lose it. I'm always losing my stamp, especially these little ones. Now when you've got them all on, just to give it a kind of cohesion, I'm just going to take my brown archival ink and the brush and just go over the whole lot, and it takes the whiteness off and kind of just draws it all together. Alright, there we are. It's the original one, there's another one. Alright, you can probably see why I like making them, because they're fun, and as I say, you can keep going. You could put many pages in. You've got lots of journaling room where you could decorate the pages. Maybe put them in a pocket or something. But they're just using scraps, which is even better. Alright, if you've got this far, I thank you very much. And I hope you enjoy making some too and have fun crafting. And I'll see you again soon in another video. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.